So you see here, okay. So this is a pen drive. Assume this is a pen drive, okay. So this is what physical signals, 4 physical signals I told you, this side, okay, which will communicate with the real world, okay. Now inside this is UTMI, okay, and here are parallel interface, you can say that serial interface engine control logic, okay. So here data you will get serially, okay. Now UTMI will pack that data in parallel. Suppose 8-bit data is there, it will use the shift register to take the data, and after that it will shift to one more register and throw parallelly, okay, serial in, parallel out, okay. So here we implement that logic, we are throwing the data in parallel format, okay. So here at what frequency your UTMI is working, okay. So it depends. If 8-bit interface is there, data interface, okay, during that time your UTMI will work at 60 megahertz. When your data width is 16-bit, it will work at 30 megahertz, okay. So from here data is coming serially, and from here data is going in parallel, okay. So discussion of today's topic is concentrate only on this part, okay, UTMI part, okay. We are not going to bother upon serial interface engine or control logic, okay. How we prepare the data here and how to throw that data towards PHY or towards the serial interface engine, okay, we'll see that only.
Just repeat.
Now key features. So what all the features are there in UTMI? So first, it eliminates high speed 2.0 logic design for peripheral developers, okay. You know that in USB 2.0 we are having one more extra feature, high speed feature, 480 megabits per second, okay. So how they are achieving, okay, a normal USB USB function controller who is engineer, he should not bother about what at what speed it will transmit, okay. That is taken care by UTMI, because clock generation, every logic is inside UTMI, see. So what I'm telling, that if somebody is developing this thing, okay, serial interface engine or control logic, he should not bother whether it is high speed or low speed. Your UTMI will take care of those things, okay. Whether UTMI need to transmit data in high speed or full speed, okay. So this the person who is implementing this logic, that burden is removed from that person, okay. That okay. Now standard transceiver interface enable multiple IP sources for USB 2.0 serial interface engine VSDL. This means that you can take any IP source, okay, any IP source from different vendors. You can take purchase different serial interface engine, because UTMI is common, right? That logic you can take from any vendor, either you can take from Cypress or you can take from Intel, anything, anybody, and plug it. So everything is independent now, okay, that they are talking about. Supports 480 megabits per second high speed, you all know, 12 megabits per second in full speed only, and low speed only 1.5 megabits serial data transmission rate, okay. They are talking about bit, every bit, okay. Now it utilizes 8-bit parallel interface to transmit and receive USB 2.0 cable data, okay.
This UTMI was also present in 1.1 version.
No, in order to implement this USB 2.0 means feature na, like you can before that what happened na, everything was with this logic, okay. This logic plus this logic was one logic, okay. See here, serial interface control engine plus USB 2.0 transceiver macro cell were together implemented with VSDL code, okay. But you can't achieve that much frequency in VSDL code, okay. It's because when you are going to transmit data at 480 megabits per second, your logic should be optimized to that speed, okay. It is very difficult to achieve that thing in VSDL code. So what they did, in order to implement this feature of USB, that is high speed feature, they implemented one new thing, that is UTMI, okay. Now they what speed related issues are taken care by the UTMI part, okay. So any peripheral developer should not bother about those things, at what speed, okay.